I remember the moment like it was etched into my bones, sharp, unforgiving, burning with humiliation. It was at the school talent show, a moment I had poured my heart into for weeks. I felt invincible standing on that stage, my voice ready to soar. But then, in the midst of my performance, I saw her, my sister, smirking from the front row, whispering to our family, her voice loud enough for everyone to hear. Maybe if you just tried harder, you'd be happier like the rest of us. The room froze. My voice cracked. My hands trembled. The laughter that followed was deafening. I wanted to disappear, to crawl under the stage, to hide forever. Humiliated doesn't even begin to cover it. I was cast aside, a disgrace in their eyes, and from that day I was labeled weak, unworthy, a failure. That moment, that betrayal, crushed a part of me, and I wondered if I could ever rise again. But deep inside, a flicker refused to die. I left my town that night, not defeated, but determined. I decided I would prove them all wrong. Whatever it took, I would turn my pain into power. The journey was brutal. I worked harder than I ever thought possible, pouring every ounce of strength into my pursuit of success. I faced rejection after rejection, setbacks that felt like punches to the gut. But every time I fell, I got back up, faster, stronger. I pushed past the doubts, the whispers, the weight of their words. I transformed my struggles into a relentless drive. I learned resilience. I became relentless. Years later, I returned, no longer the fragile girl they once knew. I built a life that shattered every expectation. I was thriving in my career, standing tall in my confidence, and owning every scar of my past as a badge of honor. I had become the woman I was always meant to be, unstoppable. The day I stepped back into that town, I sought no confrontation. I wanted to see their faces, those who doubted, those who hurt me, especially her. I found her in the crowd, her eyes widening as she recognized the woman I'd become. I felt a quiet storm inside me, not driven by anger, but by the truth that I was more than her words, more than her judgments. I approached her, my voice steady, unwavering. "Remember that night?" I asked softly. "The one you thought would define me? I've come to tell you, I am not what you saw that night. I am what I fought to become, and I owe it all to you, your words, your betrayal, because they ignited a fire in me that no one could extinguish." Her face paled as she realized the woman before her was the result of every moment she thought she'd broken me. I didn't need to prove anything anymore. I'd already done that by simply standing there, stronger than ever. This was my revenge, not in anger, but in triumph. The kind that whispers silently, "Your doubts only made me better." I walk forward now, unapologetic, unshaken, knowing I've transformed every ounce of pain into my greatest strength. And in that quiet power, I finally